You are watching the replay. Thanks so much for finding this. My name is Christine Dwyer, and I want to help you be able to build your business online a lot faster. I'm glad that you were able to find the replay, and make sure that you share this. If you are an iPhone user, go to the right side and you can click share, and that will be able to share. If you're an Android loser, that's not good. Android user, swipe up and you'll be able to share this as well. Glad to see you guys are jumping on. I want to give you some quick tips, of course, and make this more usable. My iPhone charger just fell off, but that's okay. We're still good to go. I am just, holy cow! The life of live streaming scopes. Tension tripods. Ugh, tension tripods. Oh, I'm so glad. I saw you said you got your freemium done yesterday. Awesome, Aaron. That is a way to go. And that's actually going to be the topic for today as I get this going. This has to be like the worst start I've ever had. Holy cows. Tension tripod holders, like that's what happens with your phone. Just got done working out, and my husband is hosting a football parents meeting out in our backyard right now, so I thought this was perfect opportunity for me to be able to just lock myself in our bedroom and be able to give you guys the tips that I wanted to share with you that I talked about yesterday. So yesterday I was talking about how to create an opt-in list to get emails from people and to be able to move your business forward easily by doing that. So if you didn't catch it yesterday, you can go to katch.me/Christine Dwyer, and my videos are there, so you can go ahead and get them there. I got to find a way to be able to house them in a different location to make it easier for people too, because I know that catch word is catching people. But I've got the way I wanted to help you guys today, because I know that this goes really fast and comments fly, I actually wrote up here my tips. So here's my website. If you want to know what I do, this is just a video that will send out to you and let you know exactly what it is that I do for a living. But in general, I really help people focus on their health and fitness, and then help other people do it. And they do it predominantly online, and they've created a big, huge business out of it. And that's what I've been able to do. For 7 years, I've been working in network marketing, representing another company, but I've been building a team, a huge team. I have over 155,000 people in my downline, and I've been able to help a lot of entrepreneurs really build the skills that they need. So it doesn't matter which network marketing business or which business you're in. You could be just your own home business that you're in. The skills that I want to teach you apply for anything. It doesn't matter what the product is, right? Because the product is always you. So I'm glad to have you guys on here, and really thankful that you're giving me all those hearts. As a reminder, you can always swipe to the right if you are an iPhone user and share this, because this will be able to help you be able to apply what you're learning. And then swipe up if you're an Android user and you can share it. But also the tapping on the screen multiple times lets people know that these are great topics, and you can do that multiple times throughout. Oh, I totally forgot to lock my bedroom door, and we've got some kids running around because all the football parents are out. So you know what? Probably gonna have some busting up in hair. So let's get right to the topic. The topic is, what do you do with all these bombs that you're learning? You're learning a lot of tips, a lot of business skills from a lot of different people on Periscope, and I think this is fantastic. For me, I love this because it's been a great platform for me to be able to just off the cuff, be able to share information with you guys. And the negative is that I don't always get ready every day. So for instance, as I said, I just got done working out, and I was like, I'm gonna do this now, even though I'm gonna probably go in the pool, then wash my hair and straighten it and look better tonight. I am gonna go on the other major social platform tonight and talk about how working all the online workouts are making you fatter. So if you want to follow me on the other platform, which is facebook.com/Coach Dwyer. Tonight, I'm going to be doing a live stream sharing with you how online workouts are making you fatter. All right. So let's get into the topic right now. So you are learning so much from so many amazing people. I know I'm right there with you. I love this, and I'm glad that you guys are definitely doing this as well. Thanks for loving my shirt. This is to promote. Can you guys see it? Does it say it? Payo? Payo is a format that I teach. I master trainer for it, and I've been doing that since 2000, 15 years been doing Payo. It's kind of a mind-body workout for people who can't slow down and need crazy up-tempo music and fun music and need to move through their stretches and their strength. That's kind of a way to do it. It's kind of like barefoot cardio. All right, so let's get into this. So this is a huge problem because this is becoming an addiction. You guys are on this on a beautiful Sunday afternoon, and you are just constantly learning. I want to share with you 3 major quick tips that are going to help you be able to capitalize on all this knowledge that you're getting from multiple different people on Periscope and, of course, other social platforms. Because here's the problem. I've been training entrepreneurs now for 15 years. And the biggest obstacle that I see a lot of entrepreneurs do is they're hungry to be successful. They're hungry to learn, but they constantly stay in learning mode. That they constantly keep absorbing and attending Periscopes and watching all these YouTubes, going to conferences, but then they just never apply. And that is the biggest obstacle, is that you have to at least start applying. I'm guilty of it myself. I buy every major program out there for the different people that I follow to grow as an entrepreneur. I buy what they all have, and I haven't completed them all. Most of the times I just have to go to their live conference, because then that traps me in the room to finish and move forward. So that's something that I have a struggling point with as well. And here's my other struggle point. If I have to think a little bit too much on something, and if it's a little difficult, then I move away from it and it goes in the back burner. So I want to help you with that, because I know you're learning a lot of different tips here, and I want to be able to help you with that to be able to get more action going. So these 3 tips are going to be able to help you get going. The first tip that I'm going to reveal for you, that when you are watching any scope, is to take notes. So start taking notes. What I would suggest is, it's school time right now. You can go buy these little journal notebooks, like a boatload out there for discount. Go right now. So today I'm going to be leaving here as soon as the football meeting's over. I'm going to take my daughter with me, because I live in Texas and I used to live in New York, and I got to share with you something crazy from the South. When I moved here almost 4 years ago, I was like, what are these mums? Like, I don't know. Aren't mums just a flower? No, not in the South. In the South, mums are like corsages. So if you're from the Northeast, you know, like corsage, you go to the prom and you get like a corsage on your wrist and stuff. No, for homecoming weekend in football land, USA, down here, mums are corsages, but they are like bigger than your head. And my girlfriend Mindy said that hers were so big that you have to wear you know how horses wear that wood harness on the back so that they could hang more weight or something? That's what some of them had to wear, is they wore these big ones. They go down to, they're like an outfit. They don't even need to wear clothes underneath it, because the mums cover them all. Well, that's the one crazy thing. So football, here we are, New Yorkers moving down to football land, and my husband is the head coach for this year, 3rd grade, because my son is the one that's playing, of course, and my daughter cheers. So what the cheerleaders do, they've got these buckets. So I got to go out to Joann Fabric, because I did it last year, but it's all a little crazy. The buckets are like painter's buckets, but you can't just roll in with a white painter bucket, not all cuted up. You have to go and spend, I swear, more than $100 to decorate this, because I spent more than $100 last year to create a foam cushion seat and to create the designs and all of that. So we got to go and get new updates to it. So I got to go spend probably another $100 to make her bucket cute this year. So that's what I have to do. Take notes. How did I get way off on topic? Take notes on the scopers. Oh, go out shopping and get your notebooks. So get your notebook, and this is what I'm going to advise that you do, is get some notebooks and then possibly divide up depending on who you follow that offers you the juiciest content. Okay. So I know you're probably following a ton of people, and you're probably getting nuggets, you know, like maybe, oh yeah, I got that from that person one time. But the people that you're getting the most amount from, that you really want to keep learning from, I would say either dedicate a notebook specifically to that person, or kind of get like the 5 subject one, you know, and then divide up the ring binders for each person. So try to keep them categorized per person, because the knowledge might be a little bit different, or per topic. So you might be focusing on paying attention to certain topics more than what everyone else is talking about. Because for instance, I know some scopers will come on and they're talking about multiple random different things that may not apply to you all the time. So decide how you're going to coordinate. So I would not suggest getting one notebook and then just opening up a page and just start writing each day whenever you're watching someone, because that becomes a huge mess. You can't logically remember where it is. You're going to be flipping pages multiple times. So I suggest get a notebook, either categorize per person that you're following and learning information from, or per topic. So for instance, if you are following someone that teaches you about how to effectively run, say, Facebook ads, or how to effectively use Periscope, like create a Periscope user only category, and that will be able to help you stay more in following exactly the information that you're getting. You can collect as much information as you want, but if you're constantly in learning mode and never apply, then that's going to be the problem. So collect as much as you want, because when your brain has freed up a brain cell and you can now add in something else, you can go back to your notes and say, okay, I can now take this a little bit further. So does that make sense? If you have questions on this, make sure that you put them down there in the comments. And if it's good, make sure you tap for hearts. I love that you guys are so good with giving me the hearts as well. Collect as much as you want. That is exactly it, Amy. Get as much training and information you want. But if you are paralyzing yourself and not taking action on it, you are never going to move forward in your business. And I've trained thousands, and I'm not lying when I say thousands of entrepreneurs, predominantly in the health and fitness industry, creating their own multi-million-dollar businesses in fitness. Yeah, I've done that with lots of people, and it's a matter of follow through. The ones who follow through and do are the ones that create that multi-million-dollar business. So let's see, analysis paralysis. That's exactly it. All right, let's move on to tip number 2. Let's see what I wrote down to make sure that I am. Oh, thanks so much, Gary. You're so kind. Okay. Thanks so much, Shannon. I'm glad you're addicted to me. I'm glad you're addicted to seeing my messy hair all the time. I look at my recordings and I'm like, I really should get ready more often. But you know what? This is actually what I want to say to you. I am in network marketing, and it's funny because as I was just printing this up, 2 parents came walking in the house because my husband said direct them to the back pool, and they stopped, and they just moved from Ohio, and they're brand new, and their son is going to be playing football down here, and they're brand new. They don't know this 90 to 100 degree weather that they're going to get through November and stuff. And I was giving them some tips right away. But you know what? I'm a mom. I'm a mom of a 9-year-old son, a 6-year-old daughter, and I do fitness for a living. I teach group fitness, and I help people build their fitness businesses online. I don't get ready that often, and I don't like to get dressed as much. And I know that there's a lot of people out there that love to put a full face of makeup on and do their hair beautiful every day and then go mac out their outfits. That's just not me. I actually can't wait to get into my comfy clothes as soon as possible. Like, that's a running joke. When we get home, we'll come home from dinner and my husband will be like putting the keys in the key bowl, and he'll look up and I'm already in my comfy clothes. Like, I just love to be in my comfy clothes. So this is my life, and I've been able to create an amazing life by being me. So I just want to share that part with you. Second tip. So you've got all these bombs of knowledges. And grammar is not amazing to me, just so you know. The second tip is prioritize. So you've got a lot of information. What is your thorn? So what is the thing that is holding you back from success in your business? Identify that. Because when you can identify the biggest problem that is not allowing you to move forward in your business, that's your biggest priority in your thorn. So you can learn a ton of information from a lot of people that are great ideas. Oh, I never thought of that. I should totally do that. That's totally what I do too. But if you're constantly in learning mode and you still have this big thorn of activity that you know you got to really do, but it's going to take a little bit of thought to do, that's what you need to prioritize. So what you should do is write down what is the number 1 activity that you need to do that actually moves your business forward monetarily, because you're in business to make money. I know that doesn't matter what your business is, but you're in business to make money. So what is the action you have to do every day in your business that if you did do it every day in your business would move forward? Identify that. Now, what are you not effectively doing for that? So if you're not effectively doing that, or you could get better on it, or you need to be able to create a system to make it a lot easier, then now when you go through all your scope training, that's where you go through those topics and pull out the training on that topic exactly. So do that. That is my second tip, just to make sure, to make it easier for you guys to be able to take this stuff down, because I know these comments fly by, is you need to prioritize what is most important in making your business move forward. And so when you've identified that, then you can definitely make some changes and not constantly paralyzing yourself by learning. My third and final tip, and I'll go to questions after that, is that you need to pick 1 to 2 of those items that you're learning and apply it. So set a deadline, maybe get an accountability partner. Like for those who were on my scope yesterday and I gave you a challenge, I said, if you're going to create your opt-in by this weekend, say yes. And everybody said yes. And you know what I should do is I should go back into my catch.me/Christine Dwyer and go on your comments and then click on all of your names and see if I can find it. Ooh, would that be good? Because if you said yes, you should have followed through, right? You still got Sunday, still got Sunday. So my final tip is to pick 1 to 2 areas and start tweaking it. Here's the thing with being a success in business. You can never be a success in business or making yourself successful in any way if you try to be perfect out of the gate. Got it? If you try to be perfect out of the gate, you will never be successful. What you just have to do is learn a little bit, of course, know obviously what you're doing, then get something out there. So get going, get it out there. And then when it's out there, then you just tweak it, fix it. So for instance, to give you an example of something that still needs to be tweaked on my end, and I actually just found a solution to be able to do it. I'll give you an example. For those of you who follow me or you've heard on my scopes, I do offer a 7-day fat blast meal plan for someone who wants to know how to eat, what to eat, and how to time it and all. And then also a private workout playlist, and that's at 21-day lean out. So someone can go there and they'll get it, and they'll get 2 forms of the meal plan. They'll get it on Excel, they'll get it on a PDF, and then they'll get the link that leads them to the private workouts that are on YouTube. So they get that. But what's been bothering me with it is that the menus are on an Excel document and there's no grocery list with it. And what I really want to do is I want to make it like more of a flip chart, like day, like here's Monday's meals. And then I want to have like a grocery list. So I kind of want to make it more like an ebook, but I just haven't had time to do that. And so what I ended up doing, one of my girlfriend's coaches who works with me, her husband just lost his job, and she needs to make some money on the side. And she asked if I knew anybody, and I said, no, I don't. But then I started thinking about it. I've got all these little problems. I've got, for instance, my periscope hack, one that I did. I really want to put all of that in a PDF, all the checklist of the hacks and other stuff that I learned, and keep that updated and be able to hand that out to you guys. But I just haven't had time to go to create it because it just takes so much time to make it cute. And so I'm going to hire her to do it. And she needs some extra cash on the side because of that, and I'm going to hire her to do it. So pick 1 to 2 areas that you can really focus on that's going to work towards that number 2 of prioritizing your activity to be able to make changes in your business. That's what you need to do. So first step is take notes. I would suggest that you focus on categorizing it by topic or by personality that you are following, because we all are personalities. Whoa. Second is prioritize what is the most important action you need to do every day and that you need to do better because you're not. Figure that out. What is the task that makes you money? Because that's what it is in the end. And the third is then, out of what you've learned from that, pick 1 to 2 tips that you've learned, say from Chalene Johnson or from Lewis Howes or from Gary Vaynerchuk, whomever you've learned from, and they're talking about that certain topic. Pick 1 to 2 things that they told you to do and then apply it. And now just really understand that it's okay that you're learning so much here because you've got a notebook that you can always go back to the notebook and fix things even more. Because remember, get going, then tweak later. Get going and tweak. So even if you are like, I don't have my opt-in yet, and I told her I was going to totally have an opt-in, I don't know what to do. Get something out. Just get something out that is super simple that you think nobody's going to want this. This is so dumb that I'm going to put an opt-in on how to clean my poolside cushions easy. Like, this is so dumb. Who cares? Someone might want that, and it's at least something out there where you may be collecting 5 emails per week or whatever. 5 emails per week is better than no emails per week. All right, let's take some questions. So I'm now looking down at question land. Let's put your questions in the comments and I can help you guys with your questions. And then after that, I got to go and shop at Joann Fabrics to get more $100 stuff to put on a painter's bucket that they actually never sit on. Hopefully this helps. Thanks so much, Baker95. I appreciate Baker95. 95. Is that the year you were born? Oh, gosh. I'm doing it today. Awesome, April. I'm proud of you. Get it going. Start doing it today. Definitely. Awesome. Thanks so much, Jen, for jumping on. Just jump totally, Nisha. I completely agree with you. Awesome. Thanks so much, Mandy, for jumping on. Really appreciate it. Just super simple. Tank top is, this is for Payo, and I am an independent contractor for Beachbody, of course, but I don't sell their clothes. They sell their clothes, I believe, I don't know where to even direct you. That's the reason why that I'm not really involved anymore as a master trainer. I just have, things change too much. So I'm sorry. I can't tell you exactly. I want to say Team Beachbody maybe. I don't know. I'm sorry. I have no idea to tell you. What is the one thing you do in your business that would make everything else run smoothly? It's different. Again, you know, that question is relative to each person. So for instance, my business is, a lot of the people who are jumping on my scopes are in my business that I'm in. And what I do in my business is completely different than what someone would be doing as a new person really trying to get their business running. So I've been doing my business for 7 years now. So my business is in a different monster capacity than what someone else is. So think of it like this way. I was just watching Ellen because I tape all Ellens and then I watch them and I'm backed up on her. But she just had Chris Pratt on there promoting the Jurassic World. So Jurassic World is what, the 4th installment or whatever of Jurassic Park. So think of someone brand new as an entrepreneur. It's Jurassic Park. You know, it's Jurassic Park. It's brand new. They're in it. Things are amazing and beautiful and simple. Things are simple right now. We don't have a overrun of dinosaurs. But my business is kind of like Jurassic World, where it's like a big monster, crazy, too many, like lots of balls up in the air. I put on my own conference. Not every entrepreneur has to put on an own conference. I have to manage over 155,000 people in a downline to make sure that they all feel they're getting support. I have my own team and coaches that I have to personally mentor and support. So more than just that, but I've got lots of balls. So the number one thing that I do for my business to grow forward isn't to train my downline or to get the conference going or to get my coaches going. It has to be a self-serving activity. And the number one activity is not putting mini workouts out there. It's not doing these scopes. That's not the number one activity that I have to do. My number one activity, my business does not thrive if I do not bring new reps in and start their journey as an entrepreneur and teach them how to get going. So if I am not specifically reaching out to people and saying, hey, you should check this out too, then my business won't grow. So that's the number one activity that I do every day to ensure that my business will grow, is I at least have a conversation with someone about what I do and if it's something that they should consider as well. All right. I feel like a stump. Oh, darn it. I can see that. Tip is, when you have a comment and you want me to see it, make sure you copy it, and then you can always keep pasting it if you didn't see it. Where would you start to tweak your Facebook that looks more inspirational? Just start. Basically, you don't have to make an announcement and say, I've been sucking at my social media platforms. I would just say that you just need to start putting more of the content out that you want to be known for and for people to remember to come and check your page each day. So that's what I would suggest. What else? Other questions? I missed them. I can only kind of like read one. Any good personal development authors you recommend? I constantly recommend a lot of different people for authors. The first book I always recommend everyone read is Start by John Acuff. And I also I'm in the middle of reading his Do-Over book. That one I'm having a little bit harder time to get through though. And it's mostly because I'm not prioritizing time to read, because I'm mostly doing podcasts or also these scopes as well. I always like the book, if you are a negative mindset person, The Magic of Thinking Big by David Schwartz, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy, and Entrepreneurial Roller Coaster by Darren Hardy is also for leadership development and again, help people understand that they are a salesperson in the end of it all. I've got a boatload of books, and I can put out on my my periscopescoop.com, which I don't have just yet. It's just, I just bought the domain, theperiscopescoop.com. I can start putting up there some of the tips and stuff that I would recommend, like books and stuff, but those are some of the common ones. So anything relative to this topic here, where we're talking about how to make sure that you put to action what you learn from all these trainings or anything? Hope you guys are having a great day. It's a beautiful day out here in Texas. I don't want to flip the camera just yet, but I will end it with that so that you can all see as well. 10 times Grant Cardone. I'm not really sure what that means exactly. Oh, is that a book? Okay. My podcast name. Thanks, Michelle, for asking, because I do have a podcast, and it's the same name as my conference. So I put a conference on in Dallas, and it's called The Platinum Edge. And so my podcast is called The Platinum Edge. So you could just go to Podcast World and search The Platinum Edge. And I'm trying to put 2 podcasts up per week. And I got to record one today. So that's probably will be my task for tonight, because I like them to go up on Mondays and either Thursdays or Fridays. That's what I'm trying to do. Oh, hey there, Angelique. You're right over in Kellerland, just right next door. Awesome. The Platinum Edge. If you could only pick one podcast or Periscope, Kim, sorry, I cannot answer you that, because I don't think you should just follow one person, because one person's insight and information and knowledge is not totality. I think you have to have influence from at least a couple different people. So I would suggest that you kind of test and find out who matches you and the way that you want to build your business, and then you narrow it down. Yes, the Platinum Edge. I can't wait to see you there, Gary. I'm excited to have this rolling. Got some great speakers lined up for the Platinum Edge, which I haven't announced yet. I'm keeping them secret because I think people should just understand it's going to be the bomb. Oh, thanks so much, Courtney. I am so glad you found me too. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Podcast available on Android. Chantel, you know, I am not an Android user, so I can't even tell you exactly, but I know that they are. I just don't know if you download, like, how you download apps. I don't know how you do that stuff. Stitcher app for Android. Thank you. Okay, thanks so much, Amanda, for helping out on that, because I don't know. All right, we have any questions relative to today, or we're going to wrap this up? I think we're good. Thank you so much for coming on. And again, I'm going to be on Facebook later tonight teaching people how online workouts are making them fatter. And I actually want to do that topic here. So I'm going to do that tomorrow. So if you want to tune in tomorrow, make sure that you come in and you can see what I'll talk about here, just to keep it over here, about how online workouts are making you fatter, because my world is fitness. And as a reminder, here's your tips for today. There's my web URL. If you want to find out what I do for a living, you can go there, and it's going to have a little video that sends it off to you, letting you know what I do. But those are my 3 tips, and I appreciate you guys. Thanks so much. Go make it a fantastic day. Get stuff done.